In a big way, long-range shot. He gets revenge.
Welcome here on the show, Sports Update on Trust TV. I'm Adini Ajishafe. Our team, Rivers Hoopers, they're doing us proud, being able to qualify for the playoffs that will be coming up in Kigali, Rwanda. And that will be the first story we'll be looking at after that game that you just saw, APR of Rwanda against Rivers Hoopers. Rivers Hoopers did so well at the Sahara Conference, where they actually blew all the teams out. US Monastir, AS Douanes, and also APR of Kigali, or rather Rwanda, were blown out by Rivers Hoopers. Against all odds, no one saw that coming. Well, right now, we run through the story that we have on the show, starting with BAL, where we talk about BAL Rivers Hoopers, organizer confirmed playoffs, qualified teams. We have the qualified teams there. That's the BAL 2024 playoff teams that actually been listed to participate in this competition there. Well, BAL 2024 confirmed teams or playoff teams that will be participating in this competition. We have about some of them coming from Nigeria, not forgetting Rwanda, and also, well, from the way it is right now, we have Cape Town Tigers of South Africa, Al-Ali of Libya, US Monastir of Tunisia, Petro de Luanda of Angola, AS Douanes of Senegal, Rivers Hoopers of Nigeria, Al-Ali of Egypt, and you have FUS Rabat of Morocco. Those are the teams that we played the 2024 Basketball League Africa, or Basketball African League, that will be coming up in Rwanda. Well, the host nation team, APR, will be participating. But right now, good one, we have our own team, Rivers Hoopers, who are battle ready to see what they can do in this playoff. It's going to be a tough one, but they can win it. Well, right now, Nigerians are supporting them ahead of this competition that will be starting from May 24. Well, right now, we have Ahmad Emmanuel, who is joining us from Lokoja. Good to have you, Ahmad.
Lovely meeting you, Adini, and the viewers too.
I love your suit. It looks beautiful.
I love your suit. Thanks a lot.
Okay, good one.
Maybe I'm taking inspiration from you, maybe.
Okay, let's talk about basketball. Rivers Hoopers, already they'll be playing in Kigali, Rwanda precisely, and they are among the top teams that will be playing this competition. It's going to be a tough one, but they can actually surmount it.
Absolutely, it's going to be a tough one. But then and again, no one saw this coming. I remember, in the morning show, you made mention of that, that they were the surprise package, that nobody knew how they did it. It was just magical, because when you look at other sports in Nigeria, I mean, we're just nowhere to be found. Like, nobody's giving any attention whatsoever to other sports. And for Rivers Hoopers to just come out top and now fly the flag of the country and making us proud. And now a lot of people are not. And trust me, BAL has actually given a lot of chance, opportunity, for our top, for our basketballers to also showcase their talents and possibly market themselves, to the wider world. Maybe a few of these guys you might possibly be seeing in the NBA in the next couple of, seasons or days, So by and large, I want to say kudos to Rivers Hoopers. And like you said on the show, yeah, it's going to be very tough. But trust me, if you want to be a champion, or if you want to rule, then you need to be ready for any challenge or challenges that will come your way. And trust me, if they can't be able to sail through these hurdles, trust me, we are going to celebrate them. They are really, really, a delight to watch, and we are super proud of them.
Now, taking you back to that particular playoff teams now, I know it's going to be a tough one. Like I said, it's not as if they can't win it, but you look at the likes of US Monastir, although they defeated them while they were in Senegal, Al-Ali of Libya, Cape Town Tigers, Petro de Luanda. We know how the Angolans are going when it comes to the big ball. And then you have our own Kingsmen, Rivers Hoopers, AS Douanes of Senegal. These are teams that Rivers Hoopers are already used to. FUS Rabat of Morocco and Al-Ali of Egypt. Like I said, our team can actually scoop this. Ahmad, are you there? Okay. While we're waiting for Ahmad, let's cross over to Kaduna. Let's have Joseph Peter there waiting to also contribute concerning the Kingsmen Rivers Hoopers. Joe, good to have you.
Yeah, good to have you, sir.
Okay, let's talk about Rivers Hoopers briefly before we cross over to the round leader game. Rivers Hoopers right now, they are battle ready. They want to shock Africa, and no one should write them off, right?
Yeah. I wanted to say something, that no matter what happens, no matter the outcome of this playoff, I am super proud of them. Nigerians that know them are super proud of them. And I like what Ahmad said. We need those technocrats, those people that are making it work with Rivers Hoopers.
That team, they know how to play basketball so much in Angola, but it's something that can be achieved. No one saw that coming, that our team, Rivers Hoopers, could actually defeat the likes of US Monastir and also Senegalese AS Douane, let alone APR of Rwanda. Well, let's leave the Duncan Slam sport of basketball. Let's cross over to talk about football. Yesterday, while Abia Warriors hosted Rivers United at Umuahia Stadium, Township Stadium, Rivers were hoping that they were able to win that game, but it's never happened. Right now, they actually compounded the woes of that team because they lost out. Let's look at that story. MPFL rescheduled result. Abia Warriors beat Rivers United 2-0 in Umuahia. Well, right now, it's a big one because they are almost finishing all the rescheduled matches. Just 1 month to go for Rivers United, and it seems they've lost out almost all the games they play so far. Now, if you look at how it is, talking about this game, Ahmad Emmanuel, I'm sure you are back. Good to have you again.
Thanks so much. I'm back here.
Okay, let's have you concerning this particular one. Abia Warriors against Rivers United. Rivers, almost all the games, the scheduled games that they were thinking they were going to use to climb, didn't favor them. It was as if it was like a gang up from other teams that, no, this time around, they're not going to beat us. Let's have you.
Well, I think, why Rivers United were away, in the continent, they thought maybe the strength and probably the experience they've gathered so far, playing the Continental Championship, even though it didn't go too far as well, that would probably help them coming back home. And some sort of complacency, I think, affected their mentality. I may be wrong, though, but then, like you rightly stated, some teams who knew very well that they had some outstanding matches, of course, against Rivers United, a top side, arguably, in Nigeria League, anytime, any day, were prepared for them. And Rivers United probably approached most of these games with the mindset of, oh, well, is it not Abia Warriors? Is it not maybe, Akure Gunners talking about Sunshine Stars? Come on, we can go just get the job done. But it did not happen. I mean, the most surprising one was the match they lost against, what's it called? Sunshine Stars. While a lot of people thought maybe they could at least go there and pick a point or maybe defeat Sunshine Stars, who are not really enjoying the best of season 3, if you ask me. But then, that did not happen, and here we are talking about them, and they need to be careful. Those who actually took the decision to let Stanley Iguma maybe stay aside or probably sack, if I may put it that way, also need to check very well. Maybe the problem of the team is beyond the technical crew. Something is really happening that probably we do not understand in the locker room. So we need to ask some questions, and also I hope what I'm thinking will not happen to Rivers United, because it's going to be a big blow, man. I mean, for a team that has been flying the flag of the country, season in, season out in the continent, right now struggling somehow as far as the log is concerned. Come on, cause for a real concern, man. It comes for real concern. For those that are really supporting them, I think they need to start asking questions now, probing questions, if you ask me, so that something really needs to be done.
Well, something must be done right now. According to what Matt just mentioned, if you convert this particular scenario to the table, let's look at how the table is standing right now. Well, it's a tough one because Rivers are not finding it easy at all. They are not even among the top 10 after playing out almost all the matches. Just one left. Now, let's cross over from 11 to 20, talking about the MPFL table now. You look at Rivers, they're standing 12 on the log, and they played the 5 matches out of the 6 games rescheduled. Now, they have just one more to play, and they have 41 points, standing 12 there. And I'm sure the fear of Ahmad right now is that maybe they shouldn't go down. Well, I'm sure they will hang on. They will hang on. They know how to actually do that. But maybe the fact that Ogenyi Stanley is no longer with them, maybe the players are feeling it, or to some extent something is just not right internally. Joseph Peter, Rivers United, maybe let me call that team your club. Joseph.
Yeah. Weeks ago, we were talking about this same Rivers United when they were having those matches in hand, and everybody was like, okay. And I was like, no, all these points are, projected. They have not been won yet. Go to Para, go to Sunshine, go to all these places and win those matches, and then maybe we would count you among the top in the NPFL. But like my fear.
Okay, well, his fear is almost the same fear that Ahmad Emmanuel is also having. Okay. And everybody is actually afraid for Rivers, but Rivers United will actually pull through. They will do, who knows? Let's see what will happen concerning that. But now, we're still talking about football. Just let's cross over to the second tier of Nigerian Football League. This time around, Nigerian National League warns clubs against registration of new signings for Super 8 as draw holds. Well, they'll be playing from June 8th. Over there in Enugu, and the national body, rather the Nigerian National League organizer, already warning all the clubs, all the 8 clubs, not so sign any new signings for this competition. Super 8 will be starting now. Let's look at the first, that's the fixtures. Their first fixtures, El Kanemi will face Nasarawa United. Sporting Supreme will be facing Sokoto United, Beyond Limits Madiba FC, and Ikorodu City against Inter Lagos. And they are not allowed to sign new signings. Ahmad Emmanuel, well, a big one there coming from Nigerian National League organizers.
Yes, big call if you ask me, and a bold one. If you ask me, because we've seen similar scenario play out a year back, where you see clubs after somehow surviving the regular season, they probably chip in some players just to strengthen their squad and possibly bring in some big names too, even from the MPFL, like players that are not having regular playing times. They probably quickly draft them into their teams to strengthen the squad. But that is not going to happen right now, according to the NNL board. And I think it's a good one, because the players that you actually made use of in the regular season should be the same players that you're going to stick with, and prove that you know exactly what you're doing, and also prove that you believe in the ability of the squad you've paraded so far in the regular season. So it's a good call. However, going to the fixtures proper, man, is going to be a very, very tough one, because at this level, the battle for who is going to pick that ticket and also, be in the elite league of the country is now where the stage is. And so one of the biggest matches for me, if you ask me, is going to be the one between Beyond Limits and, of course, Madiba, because both teams are a little bit familiar. We knew what happened in their conferences. And, of course, right now they'll be facing each other again in the playoffs. So Ikorodu City also surprise package, if you ask me. I mean, they'll be taking on Inter. I mean, interestingly, both teams are also from Lagos. No matter how you want to look at it, they are from Lagos, and they will face each other. For Ikorodu City, trust me, about 2-3 seasons ago, nobody knew any team like this. And this time around, they are actually fighting to pick the ticket and play in the Nigeria Premier Football League. It tells you that, yes, something is really working in Lagos. And for me, I think when you dig deep and also find out the secret behind these successes so far for teams coming from Lagos, it shows that they've actually allowed individuals to take over clubs, in Lagos State. And stylishly, the government is giving them the platform and also supporting them from behind, not coming and, prove that they are the sole owners of the club, but allow individuals to run it and support these individuals. And trust me, at the end of the day, whatever benefit that is coming into these clubs, maybe some of the players making some big moves abroad, and probably the Lagis now coming back to the team. Of course, Lagos State generally will benefit from it. And I want every other state to, quickly take a clue, from what Lagos State is doing. Nobody now will now come and challenge Lagos State Governor of Sport Ministry in Lagos that they are the one who are running the affair of these clubs. No, you see individuals coming around and beating their chest that they are in charge of these clubs. But trust me, the government is supporting them. And I think it's a good one. So let's see. We can't wait to see the kickoff and see who is going to progress to, the Nigeria Premier Football League, as well. Also will be feeling sorry for some of the teams that will be relegated, to the Nigeria National League, NNL, come next season.
Okay, well, Ahmad Emmanuel doing just that particular topic there. Well, let's take the last straw because our time is almost up. Let's talk about Super Eagles. Super Eagles coach right now, Finidi George, as we know, according to Abiodun Barewa, if you remember him, goalkeeper with Super Eagles, says Amokachi must respect new Eagles coach. He mustn't, even because they were mates or friendship, he must have to respect his opinion as the leader of that particular team. Let's start with Joseph Peter. We just have a few seconds from you, Joe.
Yeah, concerning this topic, for me, I feel like it wasn't necessary, but Barua has the right to his opinion. But I feel like bringing it out to the limelight will kind of create an awareness of, oh, is there any issue between Amokachi and Finidi?
Finidi.
Is it that okay, maybe Amokachi is feeling I'm the senior player? I don't think it's something that needed saying. Obviously, we know who is the chief coach of Super Eagles. We know it's Finidi, and we know that every other person is listed to work under him. So, as expected, and as a professional that Amokachi is, we only expect him to respect Finidi George and do justice to the job he has been given.
Okay, well, Ahmad Emmanuel, you also have a few seconds to run yours.
Maybe 30, maybe if I'm lucky. Let me just take it up from where Joseph actually left it. Really, yeah. Maybe not necessary, but then a lot of people have fears that consider the fact that maybe the bull himself also was interested on eyeing this same position. It might be an obstacle or a problem for Finidi. But then the choice of Finidi to allow him work with him, I think should be the one we'll be considering. Okay, so it's a collective effort. I mean, I don't think anybody will want Finidi to fail at the expense of their own interests, or probably at the expense of the country, or soccer lovers who probably want to see the team succeed. No, let them work together as a team. Let them brainstorm and give us results. That's exactly what we want. I don't want to know maybe there's something positive or negative between them. We just want to see the result. That's it.
Well, that's a good one there. I think Nigerians are hoping that Finidi will be able to perform with Super Eagles and get us to qualify for 2026 World Cup there. We've been with the gentlemen in studio, from Kaduna and also from Lokoja. We want to thank you so much. Ahmad Emmanuel, once again, your suit looks beautiful.
I'm going to send it over.
Okay, good one. Thank you. And the Arsenal man, Joseph Peter, thank you for joining us. Okay,
Thank you for having me.
Okay, good one there. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe on the show Sports Update on Trust TV. Thanks for joining us.